Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Roti. I am joined alongside a very special guest, rookie defensive lineman Gervon Dexter from Florida. The Bears, one of their many draft picks, but one of their higher ones. Gervon, welcome to the show.
Appreciate it. I thank you for having me on today.
Absolutely. And Gervon, I kind of was telling you before the show started, I had you in a couple of my mock drafts. People started to get some steam behind you and they were excited. So when they called your name, Bears Twitter was going absolutely crazy. Like they actually got this absolute monster. So
Right.
we're really excited to have you. And Gervon, just to kind of start things off, speaking of draft night, obviously I was super excited. But we all saw the video that you posted about when the Chicago Bears and Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus called you on draft night and just the excitement that you had in your face. What was it like seeing that phone ring, knowing it was a Chicago Bears calling?
It was great, man. So I took a lot of visits throughout the draft process. Flying out to different teams, meeting some of the people, meeting some of the GMs, coaches, and it was something about like the Chicago visit that really stuck with me. And everywhere I go, everywhere I went, I still had that feeling like, man, Chicago was one of those places where I really wanted to be. And just getting that phone call and seeing the Lake Forest number call just meant it felt good because, like I said, that was definitely when I got there. It was just a feeling that I felt like it was just right, and definitely knowing Coach Flus talked about like the rich history of the defense and the Bears. So I just wanted to be a part of it. I really didn't want to leave my 30 visit. So just being able to be a part of it meant a lot to me to get that call.
And when you were visiting Hallis Hall, it was recently redone a couple years ago. There's a lot of history there. When you were walking through, what was the number one thing when you were just walking through the halls of Hallis Hall that just made you go, wow, this place is special?
All of the numbers, all the retired numbers. Just seeing that, like I said, it's been some great ball played in Chicago. So, like I say, just the numbers being retired and all of those things just definitely was something I knew I wanted to be a part of. I wanted to definitely I want to become one of those players up on that building, but in the wall. So that was really it for me. Just seeing that and seeing people how much the fans and the community loves the Bears. I just knew I wanted to be a part of it.
And when you were deciding your number, so defensive line, anyone can be any number in the NFL now, which is awesome. And I know that you were number 9 at Florida, but you
Mhm.
chose 98. Why
Mhm.
98?
It's nothing really behind it. Honestly, it was a number I felt like coming in that I feel like it kind of fit me pretty well. And T Med told me a couple of numbers that I could choose from, and I felt like I could I look good in 98. So
I gotta agree because that's one mean looking number, man.
right.
Like, 98, 99. That's your Madden overall rating, right? That's why you chose it, right?
Yeah. That's it. Should be. It should be. That's the plan for me. One of the plans for me. So yeah.
There you go. So Gervon, kind of going through a little bit more, right when you were drafted, one thing that Ryan Poles came out and said in a press conference, and Matt Eberflus said as well, was that one thing that you wanted to do was that you wanted to become more athletic and you wanted to be more stronger, leaner, and faster on the field. And you're already built like an athletic freak. There's no doubt about that. You look at your tape from Florida, you're big, you're fast, but you just posted that video of you yesterday running on the treadmill, on the resistance treadmill. You already look slimmer, man. Like I noticed it right away. What made you want to do that to your body? What made you want to do that from a performance standpoint? Does it fit the Bears defense? Like what was the whole reasoning behind it?
Yeah, it's a little bit of it all. I've always been a person who I really like to try to take care of my body. Just I've learned that the better you are, the better you'll play, and the more fit you are, the faster you can move around on the football field. And like I say, this defense is the scheme is more so for like you say, you got to be able to one of those big guys who can move. So definitely want to be prepared to have myself in shape for that, and then as well just That's just the type of person I always been. I carry myself on like work ethic and putting in the work so I can get out what I want to accomplish in this game. So that's always just been me since I started playing the game of football. I've noticed that you get out what you put into to the game. So that's pretty much why I've been working.
I mean, it's paying off, man. You look great. We're all
Appreciate
pumped about it. I did a retweet about it. Everyone's like, man, this guy is scary. I mean, being as big as you are, moving like you are, I would not want to be running towards you.
it.
Offenses are already shaking in their boots when they think of the Chicago Bears defensive line,
Yeah.
which is awesome. But, going back to the defensive line, you kind of hit on it earlier, and you said
Mhm.
that Coach Flus talked about the history of the Chicago Bears defensive line. And Chicago has always had one of the meanest defensive lines in the NFL, aka the Monsters of the Midway. What does that mean for you? What is your playing style going to be like on the field, and what should fans expect when they see you right off the snap?
I think the plan for me is for one come in and look to compete. Definitely like I say that like you said the history of the defense it starts with the D line and the guys up front. So I'm looking to come in and compete and definitely learn from some of our veterans and compete and hopefully we can set a standard like those the names and the guys that's on those walls in Hollis Hall. So that's really my plan. That's kind of where my mindset is, and whatever my role is going to be, I'm gonna do it to the fullest. I'm gonna accept it and hit it rolling, and whatever I got to do to help the team win, that's what I'm willing to do. So
That's what we want to hear, man. That's
yeah.
always the good news because you definitely bring that, and we're really pumped about it. And
Mhm.
the Bears' defensive line almost is completely different this upcoming season. Besides Travis
Mhm.
Gibson and Justin Jones,
Right.
Brian Poles really put an emphasis on beefing up the defensive line, which he did by drafting you, Zach Pickens, going out and getting DeMarcus Walker, Andrew Billings, and all those guys. And now that you've worked a little bit with defensive coordinator Alan Williams, and you see how this defense works, how does that benefit you as a defensive lineman and just overall your teammates?
I think like you said, we the defense that we run, you gotta have those big guys, athletic guys who can get up that field and penetrate. I think it benefits me a lot because I'm one of those guys who can do that. I can get up the field, penetrate, definitely set a new line of scrimmage and just dominate the line of scrimmage. I think that's my play style. So I finally get to play in a defense that get to do that. So I'm ready. I'm excited for it. I'm ready to take that in, and I think we got those guys in the room as well who can do the same. So I think it'll benefit us a lot.
And I mean, I love what Ryan Poles has done. I think he's done everything that you said about this, this defensive line so far. And one thing that Bears fans have really noticed over the last couple of weeks is just the amount of content that all of you guys are posting. I
Mhm.
mean, there hasn't been a day off for anybody. When it comes to, the programs that you're running right now, are you in, contact with your other defensive line teammates? Like, how exactly are the workouts going so far? Have you seen any of them yet before or after mini camp? Like, how's it been working so far?
Yeah, I've seen everyone working. We got a group chat. We're all working. We all somewhere putting in that work. I know a couple of the guys got together and went out to Dallas to get some good work in together. So everybody's working. Like I said, we've accepted the role. We understand what it takes. So I think everybody's getting it in, getting that work in, and ready to compete and come in training camp.
I know you're excited to work with all your teammates. It sounds like
Mhm.
you guys already have a good relationship so far. But out of all the defensive linemen, especially the veterans, who are you most excited to learn about the NFL from?
I can't pick one. Honestly, just already, I think that we got a great group of vets. In each each of them have different personalities, but it'll be hard for me to pick one because I mean each of them has helped me tremendously so far since being there. Like Andrew Billings has taught me some things. Justin has taught me some things, and as well as D-Walk has taught me some things. So I think each of them had. I couldn't pick one, man. Honestly, I couldn't pick one. Yeah.
I wasn't trying to put you on the spot,
No, I can't pick one though. Yeah.
that's a good thing, man. It shows
Yeah,
that you
for
guys are
sure.
all working together.
Right.
When you so kind of going back to your teammates, a lot of people know or found out later that you and Zach Pickens traveled together the
Mm-hmm.
entire process of visiting,
Mm-hmm.
different people, and you guys were ecstatic when you were drafted in the same exact draft, same night, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean to you that Ryan Poles went out and got guys that weren't on the same teams collegiately, but is putting the guys together that clearly get along, clearly have the same message? As a player, how does that make you feel? And also, how do you and Zach pair together moving forward in this?
Yeah, I think we pair well together. Like you say, we was already familiar with each other. I mean, like every visit we stopped at, we was almost went to all of them together. And I think it's a great thing. I'm excited to get to work with Big Zach, and I think it just says a lot about Pose as well. Just the type of guys he's bringing in. On and off the field, character wise, it says a lot about the type of guys he is approaching. So I think it'll go well for us. We've both, like I said, we're learning, we're adapting to our new team, and we both want it. I know for sure Zach wants it as bad as I want it, so we ready to go for sure.
Do you have any friendly competitions yet with any of your at least rookies or any of your defensive line teammates so far?
Not yet. No, we haven't made any competitions just yet. I'm sure when training camp rolls out, it'll start getting pretty competitive there. So
Have they made the rookies at least during voluntary workouts carry out the pads yet, or
nah,
no,
not
not
yet
yet?
because we only had helmets and
Right.
mini camp and OTA. So that was it.
So, so how going off that from your OTAs experience, this I love having this conversation with you, Gervon, because
Mhm.
it teaches the fans what really is like to be an NFL player.
Right.
And OTAs out of the gate, what were they like for you compared to college? Were they faster? Were they more intense? Like, how much did you learn in just those couple weeks?
I learned a lot about myself and the game. I've learned so much in just those couple days and that the week of OTAs. I've the game is a bit faster, but I will say the way Coach Napier runs his system and his practices at Florida, it made it a so I can't say that. I kind of knew. I was kind of familiar with the way practices and OTAs were running, just because that's how Coach Napier and his staff was running. It down at Florida, so he definitely made that easier for me. But I did learn like the game. It goes a little faster. In the NFL, guys take each individuals, each one on one, each every rep can be your last rep. So I've learned that in the at my short time already in Chicago.
I love it, man. Yeah, and you said it best. Every rep you got to take as a blessing, and I
Mhm.
absolutely agree with that. It's so awesome to see like guys out there and just appreciate being on the field, and just from what I've learned about you so far, you definitely embody that. So can't wait to see
Good.
you out there in pads. I'll be there July 29th. That's the first training camp I'm going to. I'm looking for you to be popping some people in pads. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
excited for it,
plan.
man.
That's the plan for sure.
Gervon, a couple more questions before we lose you here. The NFC North is obviously it's wide open for everybody right now. There's been a
Mhm.
lot of changes to the big teams. Dalvin Cook leaving Minnesota, Aaron Rodgers departing from Green Bay. It's kind of anyone's division at this point, and the Bears have improved tremendously. We all know that. Bringing in guys like you and all the different moves that Ryan Poles has made. One
Mhm.
comment that he made at the beginning of the season before or at the beginning of his GM career for the Chicago Bears before even drafting you, was that we're going to take the North and never give it back. How do you feel about the NFC North this year? And what should Bears fans know about this team before the 2023 season?
I think just like you said, the goal he's the leader of this team. He's the leader of the pack. So that's what we follow. For I feel like we're gonna compete, and like you say, we're looking to try to take it and don't give it back. And wherever he point, that's where I go. You know what I'm saying? So and that's how I've always been, looking to compete with him, and that's he almost took the words exactly out of my mouth. So that's what we're looking to do for sure. So
I love it, man. We need it. We need it. It's 2018. It's been a minute since we took it, but I'm ready to take it back. And, bringing that up, I don't know if you saw, I'm sure people told you, but when they released the new Madden, it was you tackling Aaron Jones or AJ Dillon. It was somebody. Do you see that happening? Are Bear fans going to see that a ton in Green Bay in week 17?
I'm not a big Madden guy. So I actually one of my friends showed it to me. But if that opportunity comes, I definitely feel like I'll be ready to make that play right there. So I feel like that's something that can possibly happen if that opportunity shows itself.
I love it, man. So, I got one more question for you. I know we're coming up here
No
on
problem.
time, but,
Mm.
going through everything that we've gone through, you've been to Chicago a few times now. Have you had the deep dish pizza yet?
I have, yeah, I have.
All right. Just one, or you've had a couple different ones?
No, I just had one. I forget the exact company, but yeah, I've had it. So I actually, if you look on my Twitter, like when I was in it was a little minute ago. I think I was in like seventh grade. I tweeted like Chicago has the best pizza. I actually went out to Chicago with my I was playing travel basketball, and I went out to Chicago with my AAU team and had the pizza and felt like it was the best pizza ever. So. I think I'm standing with that. I feel like it's up there for sure.
Hey, that's what we like to hear. We like to know our deep dish is good. And
Right.
last question for you, Gervon, before we close out here. Great conversation. Loved having you on. This is a question that everyone in Chicago always asks the new folks around town. Do you or do you not put ketchup on a hot dog?
I put ketchup on a hot dog.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's all right. That's all right. You know
Yeah.
what? It's a Chicago thing. I'm sure you've heard it,
Right.
but you
I'm a
don't put
Florida
ketchup
boy.
on. That's right. That's right. You are. So, we give you a pass on that one.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. You gotta give me a pass.
as long as you're taking down Green Bay, that's all. How about that's a deal? You can put ketchup on your hot dog as long as you take down Green Bay.
Yeah. That sounds like a good deal.
All right, my man. I appreciate it. But Gervon, before we leave out, can't thank you enough for coming on. I really appreciate it. We loved getting to know you. And Bears fans are pumped about having you on. I'm sure we're going to be talking about you a ton throughout the season and would love to have you come on again, as a check-in when the Bears are 8-0 halfway through the season.
For sure.
Absolutely, my man. Well, Gervon, thank you very much for joining this episode. Can't thank you enough.
Peace. Thank you.
Absolutely. And thank you very much for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Roti, and we'll see you guys next time.